Okay, guys, so there's been a lot of cyber sub setups floating around, people throwing the balls about and stuff like that, and it's getting painful to watch now. Um, the back two setups where they're doing this, I don't even think it's safe for a start. So if you see a cyber sub doing that, I think slide just punishes it. Like I'm fairly sure Cassie's Akimbo punishes it and everything. It's a very weird setup. You're giving your when you do a corner game with any character, you do a corner setup. If you give your opponent frames to get out, it's a bad corner setup. It doesn't matter how many different options you have off it. If your opponent can get out without using a resource like a bar of meter, which you could probably just set up a block for anyway and bait a full punish, or if it's safe armor, you've got a bomb on the floor, a lot of it's not safe. Do you know what I mean? It, they're not good setups. So I'm going to show you a good setup, hopefully. The setup is essentially this. It's extremely simple, and the timing's a little bit strange on the. You gotta remember, I don't play this character, but yeah, it launches them. So there's that, and then I wanted to show why the setup's good, because obviously that's trash what I've just shown you there. But if the opponent decides that they want to block, okay, there's a really nasty overhead low there, and if they want to duck block, you know, because they think they're clever and that it won't freeze them or something. Well, actually, even on females, as you can see there, yeah, they're going to get frozen. It's loopable. So if I show you this now, you do bomb, you froze them. You can even summon a drone if you're really quick, and it's loopable. And it's just really brain dead offense here, guys. You know, I couldn't even tell you what order the overhead low's in. I'm sure it's not even that difficult of a block, but the important thing, which I'm going to show you now, is that if this Cassie wants to do a getaway flip on a wake up, or she wants to jump out or anything like that, and you do this setup, I don't even know if that linked, probably didn't. I didn't get it right anyway. If you get the setup right, they can't. Okay, that's the important thing. I want to show you what happens. This is the counter to the setup. So the counter to this setup, and there should always be a counter to every setup in the game, in my opinion anyway, is delayed wake up, as you can see there. But actually, the problem with the delayed wake up is it's a huge risk for the opponent, because with this setup and how the hit advantage works, they get hit by low overhead low from the string, and you can actually do a 50-50 within the string, a lot like Cyrax, where you can either, if you know they're going to block low overhead low, you can just do overhead low, or you can do low overhead low. So this is a conditioning setup with a hard to blockable in it, where if they do start to do the shenanigans where they're doing the delayed wake up, it's a big risk for them. They're going to have to do a really tough block. So the opponent's most likely going to armor out, and that's what you want. You want your opponent so scared. No, you don't want to give them options. As soon as you give your opponent options, it's a bad setup. You either want to armor out or block. And then there's the other thing of, you've got like an option select with EX bomb. So let's say I've done the setup, and I'll do it again, I do EX bomb. Even if they delayed wake up, they still get caught. If they don't delayed wake up, and you accidentally, I didn't do the right one there. So it's going to take you a little bit of practice to get the timings down, because it isn't the easiest. There it is. But if I do that same setup there, I'm just going to show you now. I do the same setup where I do EX, but I do EX ground bomb. But it's like covering myself just in case I make the mistake of adding the dive kick on, and your opponent, you make the wrong read. But to be honest with you, an experienced Cyber Sub-Zero player won't need to be a noob like me and like have to do the full string input. They'll be able to go, right, okay, they've not blocked, I can do it. You know, it's like a hit confirm. So yeah, this is a good setup, guys. I can't show it here, but I have got a video showing it. This setup is so good that you can actually get a meaty back 3, but the NJP timing is super difficult. The NJP into bomb, it's just not worth it. So you're better off just practicing the forward 4 version, mixing in the EX bomb there, just in case your opponent does a delayed wake up to keep yourself safer. And once they do start doing the delayed wake up, because that's their only option, that's when you can start really getting into your opponent's head and the salt mines start flowing. And another setup is, let's say you do the same thing, you can step back a little bit, and this is if you know they're not going to wake up. And the reason why you would do that step back a little bit is if you step back a little bit, you know for absolute certain then that this overhead, if they block it, will go under them. And I'll show you it in fast speed now. Didn't do it right. And this is what happens when you have these extra frames to work with. There you go. Just making sure that you're just always safe. Really good stuff. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll keep the videos coming.